Hey there lads and lasses, Jim Bob here. Now, movie review for you today on the EQUALIZER 2, which I literally saw yesterday with my friends. And I was excited for this because I really enjoyed the first one. Denzel Washington is an absolute badass, and I enjoy seeing anything that he's in. I enjoyed the first Equalizer, as I just said. I enjoyed Deja Vu and The Magnificent Seven and Unstoppable. And he's in every single one, and he's the best thing about every single one. So I was excited for this, and I walked out a bit disappointed, if I'm being honest. Like, due to the fact that the plot is so confusing at times. Like, there's so many different things happening at the beginning, cutting to different locations. Like, Robert McCall is here, he's suddenly there. This whole thing with an old guy in a taxi, because Robert McCall now works for a taxi firm, and this old guy in the car. Didn't really get what that was about, and that was just a bit disappointing. But the main thing which I did like about this film, there were two things that I liked about this film, and that was Denzel Washington's relationship with this new kid. I do apologise, I've forgotten his name, but this new kid lives in the same neighbourhood as Robert McCall, and they have sort of like a fatherly son type of bond, looking out for each other. Robert McCall's trying to convince this guy to stay in school, get him away from the life of drugs and crime, and that I thought I really dug that. I thought it was good. Like, I found that a little bit better than Robert McCall's relationship with Chloe Grace Moretz's character in the first one. Like, Robert McCall and this guy interact a lot more than him and Chloe Grace Moretz did, and so we have time to actually care about this relationship and let it build upon it. And the second thing I liked was the action. The action is still very, very good. Like the first one, action practically the same. Like it's fast paced, and Robert McCall can literally knock out maybe 5 guys in a room within a couple of minutes, like a minute tops maybe. And what I really liked about Robert McCall's character in this one is that they stuck with the same character aspects as the first one. Like, he's a bit OCD, like he likes things twisted in a certain angle. Everything in his house, he doesn't like it being touched. Whenever he's in a fight, he's always using his stopwatch to count down the minutes of how long it's going to take for him to kick everyone's ass in the room. That I really liked. That, the action, and his relationship with this new kid. Now, the main issue I have with the film is that it's a little boring. It has some pacing issues, and it takes what seems to take forever and ever just to get to the point. And you're thinking to yourself, by the time the actual climax of the film comes, you don't care that much for it because you had no entertainment leading up to it. And there were so many bits about the film that could have been just cut out, and they could have added some more tension, like not necessarily more fight scenes, just a bit more tension and less of Robert McCall driving a taxi around different sorts of people and everything like that. And the villains is another thing. They're a bit cliche villains, like nothing new. I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but with the one character, you just picture something in your head, and you think like, yeah, that's going to happen, and you find that you're right. It does. It's really predictable. Not bad predictable, just predictable. So I'm going to wrap this whole thing up and give the Equalizer 2 6.5 out of 10 from Jim Bob Talks Movies. Thank you very much, guys. If you like what you see, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.